I despise annuities. Almost every kind of annuity out there. Annuities are a product that is sold, not bought. What does that mean? That means if there weren't salespeople pitching them, there wouldn't be consumers buying them. Because annuities are a product that generally has poor tax treatment under the tax code, has gigantic commissions built into it, unbelievably high ongoing expenses, and if later your circumstances change in your life or you realize, oops, I shouldn't have bought this, you are subject to a horrendous fee known as a surrender charge that can last as long as 15 years. Buying an annuity is going in, what's Hotel California? You can check out, but you can never leave. Annuities are terrible, terrible Frankenstein monster products, almost without exception. Now, why do I hate them so much? Because first of all, they're sold by people whose incentive is the money they receive for selling that particular annuity from that particular company, and that version that pays bonuses, override commissions, and all the rest. They are not sold based on your need. They are sold based on the salesperson's need for income for his or her life. And annuities have contracts with them that normally are nearly 200 pages long of legal speak. The insurance salesperson coming to you trying to sell you the annuity will show you what's known as a policy illustration. Insurance companies are regulated by the states. And in most states, the insurance commissioners or insurance official handpicked by the industry. And so the insurance regulator, the insurance department in a state, will approve what's known as an illustration that will show you that your money, no matter what you do, is going to the sky. And if you buy this annuity, I mean, it's unbelievable. You're going to put in this money and you're going to have untold riches. I mean, you're going to be like King Tut with all his gold. Or you're going to be with Bezos on the world's biggest yacht. I mean, man, these things, these illustrations, the colorful brochures you're offered that show your money going up like that, it will then say in microtype, not guaranteed. Not guaranteed. And what do they tell you about all the fees and all the gotchas? Well, they do tell you in that nearly 200-page legal disclosure that a lawyer couldn't understand. But let me tell you a little secret. The salesperson selling it to you, he or she doesn't know either what that contract means. They don't know the gotchas. They just want the free trip to Hawaii that comes with selling so many of them in a period of time. The insurance salespeople are going to push indexed annuities, especially right now, in a quote-unquote time of uncertainty in the world. When is there not uncertainty in the world? When are there not unexpected, terrible events, along with very good events that don't get coverage? So it's always the greatest pitch. And with the index stuff, they're going to say to you, you know what? We're going to guarantee you upside of the stock market, but we're going to protect you from losses. That's why they're so popular. Because if I'm somebody who I want the benefit of what, because being an owner is where wealth flows. But I'm also really nervous because stock market goes up, goes down like the scary part of the roller coaster, and then I don't know when it's coming back up. So I buy this index annuity. I have bought peace of mind. I am good. I am safe. But what they don't tell you is when they say you're going to ride with the index but be protected from losses, or will cap your losses. Because they don't tell you that they only give you part of the gain. They cap your gain. And they charge you fees that are usually 50 to 100 times what the fees are if you buy a low-cost index fund. And they don't give you the dividends, which are a big chunk of what you make in the stock market. So yeah, it's true, they give you part of the gain of the market, but they only give you part of that picture anyway since you're not getting the dividends. And then they charge you these ginormous expenses, and you're their prisoner for 15 years, and you may be subject to higher tax rates on it, usually you will be, than you would be in a simple index fund. All for the protection that you won't lose money in a down year, or you'll lose only this much in a down year. And you're stuck with them for 15 years. If you buy a fund, how long do you have to hold it? Well, you can sell it the next day. And there's no penalty for that. And with stock trading being free, it's simple, easy. Variable annuities are another form of owning the stock market, but in a very disadvantaged way. And then fixed annuities are the one part that might have certain products that are okay. And I've talked about two kinds. One is where more and more employers are offering you an option in your 401k that you work at a place that has no pension, and you're uncomfortable when you can retire and you're going to be okay. You can take a portion of your 401k, or normally people wouldn't do all of it, but take a portion of it, and you can turn it into the equivalent of a pension, where you'll get money every month for as long as you live. It can be a second to die that your spouse also gets money for as long as you live. And so it gives you, in addition to Social Security, you also have a set check you're going to get every month for the amount of money you put into that, what's known as an immediate annuity or retirement annuity. And it's just a simple payment where the insurance company guarantees to pay forever. Salespeople don't talk about them because the commissions on those are like nothing. Another kind is a longevity annuity. We don't know how long we're going to live. So you can buy one really cheap that doesn't pay you anything if you die before age 80 or 85. But it means once you hit 80 or 85, you can be destitute at that point because the money you get from the insurance company will provide for your life the rest of your life, however long that is. Because so often with money, it's the risk of living too long, not too short. So if I bought a longevity annuity and died before it made the first payment, I mean, you're going to have regrets? No, you're dead. I don't care about that. But having the income there moving forward is fine. But just understand, you're not going to hear about those from an insurance salesman because the commissions are so pitiful. What you're going to hear from them is you're going to hear about index annuities, fixed index annuities, variable annuities, and the answer is no annuities of those kind. What happens? This comes up every time I trash annuities. What if you're already in one? Odds are you may need to stay a good while because of that surrender charge. The huge fees they charge you to exit may be such that you just may need to say, well, Wish I hadn't done that, but I'm there. And wait for the surrender charge to run out. And then you get out of Dodge. You can get out of Dodge tax-free if you move the money to one of the organizations that has ultra low cost annuities. Because again, you've checked into Hotel California. You can't really get out without tax issues. And so if you don't need the money at that point in your life, you can do what's known as a 1035 exchange, where you move it to a low-cost provider like TIAA or Fidelity Investments and get it out of whatever insurance company you were under. And I know this is a lot to absorb, but I want in your head, remember, whose interests are they after? Their own. The insurance industry fights tooth and nail against ever having to be a fiduciary. The insurance industry does not want its salespeople to have to do by law what's in the best interest of you as a customer. I can't call you an investor doing stuff with an insurance company. If they really cared about you and cared about doing what was right for you, they would, with open arms, embrace meeting the legal standard being a fiduciary. But the insurance industry won't. End of story.